game to start up. To load up, I mean. There we go. Part 2 of the Canary Inquisition. Let me just get my thingy out. Oh yeah, part 3. Sorry, yeah, not part 2. Not that it matters. People won't really know on Twitch, I suppose. The loading times in Inquisition, they are really noticeable when you have you know, when you have an SSD. It's one of those games. It's ridiculous just how quick it loads on an SSD and how slow it loads on a hard drive, to be honest. I did this quick calculation off stream, and this actually does, I lose a lot of frames when I'm recording and streaming. That's just how it is. That's just how Dragon Age is. You know, it's, you know, nothing can be done about that. You know, you're looking at, this is a PC that streams Doom at 1080p 60 frames per second with everything on full whack. So it just shows you how poorly made this game actually is, to be honest with you, unfortunately. And it is. It's a lovely game, but technically, from a technical standpoint, it's bloated as fuck. That, you know, absolutely bloated as fuck. Things that my brother was saying about the coding when he was looking through it, he was having a good dig when I first got my new PC. Because this is what he likes to do. He's a bit of a geek. And yeah, he was just telling me that, you know, the software, the actual, you know, the coding of the game is just so fucking, it's so bloated, and it's so, like, you know, he just wanted to take a fucking chisel to it and carve half of it off, because you know, there's processes. Why can't I jump over this? It's fucking ridiculous. There are processes running in the game that just don't need to be there. Most of them are related to EA's retarded DRM policies. So most of them are to keep the game scripts running, as it constantly checks for you being online.
Watch your step.
Which is annoying. It's extremely annoying, actually, now I think about it, but, you know, each their own. Use some of this.
Your son?
Yes, sir.
But, you know, I want to stop complaining about the game, to be honest with you. I want to actually start playing it, not.
It's good to have commerce restored.
But at the same time, you know, if I see bullshit that BioWare partake in, I'll tell you, and that is one bit of bullshit. Like this game, no problem when I'm not streaming. Like this is we're currently on, what are we on? 40 frames per second at the moment, so it's not bad, but it's not amazing. It's not 60 frames, which is what I'm used to all the time. What the fuck do you want?
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Or something anyway. They're blocking the road.
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait until people are vulnerable, then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves to earn it. They care more about driving people away than taking loot. They're either stupid, or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups, some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Thanks for the warning.
Canary is one of those races that early on in the game you look like a dweeb. If you're a human or elf rogue, you look fucking amazing earlier on in the game. You have such a cool set of armor to start with. You know, it looks like it's like a jerkin that you're gonna go dancing in, but it looks fucking like leather. You know, it looks tight as fuck. Looks amazing. But this shit, yeah, it looks awful. Right, let's kill these guys then. Since they're just here. Oh yeah, I need to switch my thing up because the game doesn't audio. Oh no, it does. Yeah, it saved it. Okay.
Bandits ahead!
Get everyone down.
I doubt that's the last of them.
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
What, you mean this one's conveniently placed over here because it's a quest target? Ah. Fuck are you?
Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Maris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
Can I talk to you, please?
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
Alright.
Thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Benin. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the Veil on my journey. I know more of magic and the Veil than any Shemlin, so I hope to help.
Maharal, darling.
We should keep moving.
I fucking hate elves. One thing you'll get to know about me in this playthrough is that I just cannot stand elves in Dragon Age. They're just so prissy and self-righteous and you learn in this game utterly undeserving of your pity. The game's been trying to hammer into you the entire time that you should pity the elves because, oh, poor little souls. But no, they're just assholes. Same as everyone else. Oh, textures, BioWare. Textures. All of our armor's turned black for some reason. Marvelous. Okay, let's...
That's not normal fire.
I have heard of this but never seen it before. It is called Veil Fire. It is a form of sympathetic magic. A memory of flame that burns in this world where the veil is thin.
And that's not a spoiler, that's just general, you know.
We're near another artifact. Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
I lose that 49 gold like 3 times.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace. Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
Let's go. Apprentice male schematic. Right on the noggin. Oh, I believe I just got some armor. Didn't I? No, I don't want that. Why can't I use that? Human trained only. Oh. Actually is better than what I've got on, to be fair. But no. We don't need any heroes in this operation. We're being paid to keep things quiet and keep trade away from the East Road. When reasonable, allow targets to flee and spread word of danger in the area. When such is unreasonable, kill the targets regardless of colours flown. Okay. These look like... that looks like a Divinatory symbol. Who are the main bad guys in this game. Utterly without, you know, any sort of threat. To just not... just don't scare me. Like, at all. I am Kunari and you are nothing. Nothing.
We could make camp here?
Shut the fuck up. I want your opinion. Lying, pointy-eared scum. I'll fucking ask for it. Alright. Until then, keep it to yourself. Sorry I'm breaking the fourth wall a lot, but it's hard not to at times.
Word for you.
Shut the fuck up. Ah, that's
Up she goes.
Shit. Shit. Ow. Yep, there's a dragon there. Let's just run away. No, leave me alone. I think that's one thing they really got right in this game was the dragons. I really enjoyed fighting them. In fact, you feel quite sorry for them when they're about to die. You're like, oh. You don't know whether you should probably rest then. There we go. Don't talk to me, Bent.
Word for you.
No. Don't talk to me. Alright. I'm liking how in this area the quests
Does
seem to
anybody else smell that? Seriously, just me?
tend to lead you one into the other in this area, which is good. And they don't take very long to do. So you can get quite a lot of power for doing relatively little, to be honest. You can just, you know, mooch around, do your own thing, and you'll get quite a lot of power.
We've been searching the region for resources. Commander's orders. No small task given recent troubles, but I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Leave the Fennec alone. What are you doing, you stupid people? It's like a little dog, and they're like, "Grr, get the fucking thing." The Red Cliff Road. You're lucky I don't need your meat, mate.
A Templar, I believe. King Tanner, someone in Redcliffe is he's being naughty. Come back here. Come back here. My camera froze, really? Can you see my mouth move when I speak?
One down.
Well, as long as the stream didn't freeze, I suppose we're alright. Navaran skull. Why would you want a Navaran skull? What's the point? Oh yeah, it did freeze. Right, give me a second. My face there. Brilliant. Brilliant. Awesome. Yeah. Face is just like, huh? Yeah, every time I get confused or angry, I'm just gonna do that. Then it goes off again. Okay, I won't do camera for now then. Screw it. Oh, that was funny. Good old chuckle. Whoa, I hit myself. Okay, let's head on up here. Get me some embrium. Yeah, this is the one of the most importantly let down part of the game. Like all throughout the last game, it was like, oh my god, mages versus Templars, there's a war coming, there's a war coming, did you know there's a war coming? Yeah, there's a war coming, go, oh my god, there's a war coming. And then it actually comes, and yeah, you'll see the battle in a minute, and it's just like, you can hear it, and this is it.
I sense magical energies ahead. The mages cannot be far.
See? Epic, isn't it? Epic. 2 games worth of build-up. Look at that. Yes. Reminds me of that scene from Last Samurai, you know, the big battle scene at the end there. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, big budget stuff. Anyway. Let's get down there. Yeah, that was, yeah, sarcasm. People say it's the lowest form of wit. I don't agree. I believe you're going to be in here, aren't you? Nasty little boys. Yeah, I mean, I would have been fine if they did it in a cutscene, to be fair. And then you just got to do like a little bit of the battle. That'd be fine. Or you could do it like there's a game called Pillars of Eternity, and most of the scenes that there would be unpractical to do, you know, a big effect for, like a huge battle. They do it like a text, like the old text adventures. They do it like that. So you know, there's a big picture, a really nicely drawn picture of the battle and what's going on, and you've got like, you know, multiple choice things like where to send your troops and what to do, and you know, really good sound effects and music. You know, there was one in Pillars of Eternity that went on for about half an hour, and I was completely hooked for the entire time.
With the apostates dead, refugees should have an easier time on the King's Road.
I believe the renegade Templars still present a problem, however.
I was completely hooked the entire time, and it wasn't like it was just a side quest, because you got this keep, and the Lord of the Land says, well, no, it's my keep, and he tries to take it off you, and it can escalate into a big battle if you're nasty to him, which I was, because, you know, why not? I think I hit him in the face. Yeah, the first time I saw him, I just smacked him in the face. This looks like it's one of those doors that comes down, but I don't think it is. I really do recommend that, Pillars of Eternity. Absolutely fantastic game. Like I'm loving it right now. And if they did that for something like the Mages versus Templars, it would have worked. I'd have loved that. It'd have been absolutely amazing. Just to show that they can do different things, you know? There are more than one way to tell a story in a game. You don't have to have constant, you know, big budget shit. I'm not equipping anything for now because this is our first foray out, so I normally head back to base before I, you know, equip anything. Sounds silly, you know, but meh, just how I like to do it. Let's start up there. Alright, yeah, can't go into Redcliffe yet because the gate's closed. And they won't let us in for reasons. Plot reasons, I guess. Cassandra, my lovely. Yeah, I got that as well. And I've literally had it since like early 2015. Literally when it came out, I got Pillars of Eternity when it came out, and I've just about got around to playing it now. Like I've just got the time. 'Cause I finished university, and all I do is basically work, apply for more work, and do nothing else really. Which one, dear boy? Which one? Kill the damn warrior. So I hope you've all had a good day. Especially you, Ando, because, you know, no one else is talking. I think it's just you and my missus watching at the moment. It might be more later on from what I was getting told. I am pure Kunari. You should be in awe. Oh. Alright, Ando, see you later. Have a good time, whatever you're doing. I like killing those not banshees. These are all shitty quests that we're not doing, so we don't care about those. Holding the hinterlands. What's this? Master of Forces. You want that too. We're not doing the shards. It's pointless, and Kanos wouldn't do that. He just wouldn't. It's just like, you what? Shard what? Fuck you. Fuck you and your shards. I love how he just keeps doing it. He just keeps doing it. Looks alive. I might even stream Mass Effect in a bit, because I'll be playing that a bit later on, so might even stream that. We'll see. I don't know where I'm up to though. I just did Tally's quest last night, so in Mass Effect 2. So yeah. I think I'm on... Come on, I'm on the normal quest, so I was gonna stream Overlord tomorrow. I quite like that DLC. Mainly because it has several elements in it, so if you haven't done Project Firewalker, you can just do... because it is annoying, Firewalker. You can just do Overlord, and you get to use the...
The breach isn't going to close itself. Indeed. The sooner we obtain help for the breach, the better.
It's because it's your fault, you stupid pointy-eared cunt. But no, I think we'll kill these first, and then we'll... Whoa! He survived that? What the hell? Choppy chop chop chop. Yes. Do you get... Does anybody know if you get like a an actual reward for doing all the mosaic pieces? What the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is this guy? It's a Templar Defender. Oh. Well, fuck him. Fuck on that. We'll read that another time. If you ever want to read any of this, then just go ahead and pause the stream, like I don't mind. Or, you know, it's going to be on YouTube, so you could always look on that, I guess. I do like the Vitars that you can paint on your face if you can hurry. Pretty cool. Templar encampment, good, we know what that is now. That's right there. So we're nearly done with this area now, which is good. What the fuck? It really is one of the best weighted parts of the game, I think. Just because there's just enough to do here, you know, so you feel like you've accomplished something. You're not missing that much out. There's just enough, not too much, and fall on your back where you. Oh, I like that. Hit me again, go on. Oh no, never mind, you're dead. Yeah, this is where the main battle's going on, folks. Look at that. Yes. Hundreds of mages and Templars just fighting for freedom and... I don't know. It's never really explained why the Templars go crazy. People say, oh, the mages are mad with power because they're not in the circle anymore. Okay. Kinda get that. Then why are the Templars going crazy? Oh, because the Templars are just as bad. Why? But you know, there's your amazing battle scene. I know there's like overzealous dicks and Templars, but, you know, the entire organisation, there are fucking loads of them here. That's all I'm deaded. Hello, Briant. I won't say they're a bunch of crazy zealots. I'm actually going to use them in this playthrough to help me. Right, there's quite a lot of good people in Templars, I think. There's quite a lot of good people in them. Yeah, I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's good about things like this, I guess. But personally, I think there's like what BioWare have tried to do is they've tried to say, oh, there's good and bad in everyone, you know. So there's good and bad people in the mages, and there's good and bad people in the Templars. And it's just that the worst elements of each of the mages and Templars are the ones who are fighting in Redcliffe when everyone else has gone home or done whatever because they're, you know, they don't want to get innocent people caught in the crossfire. Whereas, you know, the dicks from the mages and the Templars are all here fighting when they shouldn't be, really. So yeah. But it's not really well justified why the Templars just go crazy. Like even in the comics, it's like we are no longer part of the Chantry. It's like, why? Why are you no longer part of the Chantry? Because the Chantry wants to set all mages free. Well, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What the fuck were you reading? It's like, you know. Not once did anyone say that. They just wanted to talk to the mages because they didn't want like thousands of mages running around all the fucking place all the time. Yeah, so the justification of these guys being here is like really low. Like I honestly struggle to find what it is most of the time. Yeah, mages going mad with power. Okay, I get that. Yeah, you've been planting the seed for that for a while. On your ass. No, you're just gonna.
Refugees should be safer on the King's Road now.
Good. Aye, this is where you get the Swedish fingers from. I didn't realise you got them from this quest here. The Swedish fingers. So yeah, I don't know how you feel about it, Briant, about Mages Templars thing. But I tend to think that they're both represented as having good and bad people in them. You know. Okay. Got lots of nice things here. Oh no, it's mainly the setting. Like, you know, I don't know what you remember about the setting, but this is a continuation of games that I was playing. God, must have been start of this year. I don't know. My missus can probably tell you more. She knows. Got a better memory than me, most things. But like, what are we doing here? Let's do this. I started the latest playthrough of Dragon Age earlier this year. And I finished Dragon Age 2 ages ago, like absolutely ages ago. And I said I'd do Inquisition straight away, but I didn't. Mainly because I just couldn't be arsed. Like, it's a huge game with not much in it, to be honest. You know, it has really good moments, but there's a lot of potential there that's just not, you know, not done at all, which is a real shame. Like Skyhold being the main one, you know, Skyhold could have been absolutely sensational if they'd have done it right. But it was just a place to walk around. Yeah, it wasn't really, you know, you didn't really get to do much with it. You got to choose what kind of throne you had, and that was about it. You did your judgments, which was nice, but that's about it, though. Didn't do anything else. What's all this about? Other part of the game that I like is the music. I think the music is absolutely brilliant in certain places. This track's called The Lost Temple. I'm aware I'm running by a quest. It's a rubbish quest, so. Or is it? And unfortunately, it has a lot to do with the elves. Because everything in Dragon Age has everything to do with the elves. You're not allowed to. Nah, it's just a fucking little note thing. Yeah, you're not allowed to have a Dragon Age game that doesn't just suck off the elves constantly.
We must have done enough to draw the attention of the clerics by now. Shouldn't we meet with them?
Listen. Shut the fuck up. This is all your fault. Don't walk away. Shut the fuck up. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. No. Come here. Come here. It's all your fault. Right? Next time, big scary Skeletor dude asks you for an orb that you know can destroy the world. Yeah, how about this? Don't fucking give it to him. You stupid elf. Again, sorry for the fourth wall breaking, but sometimes it has to be done. Look how blatantly.
No normal wolf would fight with such determination.
The breach may have driven them mad, or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
I love how I love how the whirlwind thing, you can just, it's so overpowered, you can just keep doing it. It's really good. It's really fun. Yeah, I did do it earlier this year, you are right. But this is Master Dennett's farm, so this is good. We're where we need to be. Yeah, respawnable dragons would be pretty good. But I think that the dragons are there as the you know.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
They're like the box office thing, aren't they? Like they're there. It's like, oh, it's dragons. And like, yeah, dragons. We can't get that rift because it's too powerful, I think. But I think we can get this one. And what's this? Return policy. We'll do holding the hinterland. We'll get this guy's things sorted. We'll go and get that one first. And we'll go and get the horses that we want. We've got to do a few things first for him, of course, because, you know, this is a BioWare game. You get nothing for just asking for it. If I was a writer at BioWare, I'd write a few quests where it's just, it'll be just, you know, go to this place and ask them for help, and then they just go, okay. And they give you the help without actually asking you to do anything. We're not doing this quest because it's, you gotta go get a Ruffalo back. Why would I do that? And why would that give you power on the world stage? Who knows, but apparently it does. Where's all my focus gone? Where's all the focus? No, you don't, boy. Come here, boy. Here comes a windmill. Canary train. That's what you call a canary train. Oh, he's already dead. Okay, I think we're a bit over leveled now for this part. In fact, I'm pretty certain we're over leveled for this part now. This is on normal right now, but yeah, I do like the hack and slash of this game. I like tactical combat, but to be honest with you, I don't think the game's built that way. It just doesn't feel right to me. Like when I'm playing Origins, I'll always play on like Nightmare, you know, the hardest of the hard when I'm not streaming. In fact, no, I think I played it hard last time. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty certain I did. Because I love the tactical top-down. You know, I play Pillars of Eternity on the same difficulty. I play it on the hardest difficulty because I love the top-down, really tactical. You know, you really got to know your party, like playing old school D&D. You know. But this one, it's just not built that way. I mean, look how clunky this is. That's just so fucking clunky. I mean, even with a keyboard and mouse, if I was using keyboard and mouse, this is too clunky for me. Like that, and there's also this annoying in the background. Can you hear it? Yeah, that only happens on this screen. So yeah, I prefer the hacky slashy in this game. But also, like, yeah, the camera in this game is a bit iffy when you go into tactical view. But what compared to Origins it is, anyway, Origins is absolutely fantastic. Like, because they knew what they were going for. I think that was the thing. Like in Origins, that they said, okay, we did Baldur's Gate, but we want to do our own fantasy setting. So let's do it. Let's make our own game. And you could tell.
This must be Master Dennett.
What? You can tell that it's like a director's first movie, you know, like a director's first movie, a band's first album. You know, BioWare thought about Dragon Age Origins for years, and finally when they got to do it, you know, you could tell that they put their heart and soul into it because it was the spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate, which was their biggest game at the time, or one of them anyway. But as time's gone on, EA have got the little claws into it, and there's a lot of things in this game It's like, oh, it's big budget. Well, it may be big budget, but as you saw before with that battle scene that had literally nobody there, it may be a big budget, but it's basically an ocean that's this, like, has the density of a puddle, you know. Whereas Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age Origins was a paddling pool, but it was like Mariana's Trench. It was like so fucking deep you could just go down and down and down.
Watch yourself, Inquisition. It's ugly out there.
It's ugly in here as well, mate.
Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
If you want what's best for Redcliffe, you'll provide us with horses.
I do want what's best for Redcliffe, but you've got some work to do first. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? I've got no quarrel with the Canary. No idea how you ride without your feet dragging on the ground. But that's between you and the mount. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow-neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Okay.
Good to see you, Inquisition.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Yeah, the dialogue's a bit quiet because there's a glitch in the PC version where if you're a bit far away when you're talking to somebody, like, the sound just goes away. So you can't really hear it that well. There's also an audio glitch with the game itself where it's generally quite quiet.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
Okay. Just want to do one thing first. I'm going to get a drink in a minute, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just literally going downstairs to get a drink. I want to race this woman
Fancy
first.
trying out one of my courses?
Okay.
What kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time, I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Dress money. Alright. Oh shit. Yeah, this Canary cannot ride this horse, so he just looks out of place. That was it. Oh shit. Whoop. Did he run the fucking roof? Thought I was playing The Witcher then for a second.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
I'll speak with you later.
No, I've already done your bloody race. Don't want to do anymore. Farmland security, farmland security. There's one there. One there. Trouble with bulls. I think that's it. Okay, I'll be back in 30 seconds actually. I've got to go fill this glass up, so I'll be back in about 30 seconds. Don't count, because, you know, I'm probably not going to be actually 30 seconds. Well, you can count, it's up to you. Alright, I'm back. I didn't put the to be back right back image up because I'm only gone for 30 seconds. That one first. Now we'll do this one first. Also, the horses in this game, they just don't handle very well. I don't know who they were looking at for horses, but like I'm not driving a van, I'm riding a horse. You know, if a car handled like this, I'd be okay with it, but it's a horse, for fuck's sake. think I might get him the Draco Lisk. That would look pretty cool for my Canary. Got asked the other day if this would be my lore character. I kind of already have one. I just haven't played through with him for a little while. He's a human noble, a rogue. Because rogues in this game, especially double knife rogues, are completely broken. Completely broken, overpowered as fuck. The sheer amount of damage you can tank out, you can just, you know, you can rifle into somebody is just ridiculous. Especially if you actually make your own blades, that's when it gets really bad. Like, you can. I was like, in the end, I think I was like 6-shotting bosses, like actual bosses. I'd hit them like 6 times and just kill them. Oh shit! Sorry. Six times in the right circumstances, so I was hidden and behind them. We can't do this one yet because they're all, I think they're all, are they all higher than me? I think they are. Anyway. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think on higher difficulties, as long as you can keep them stealth and away from things that will mush you up, you'll be fine. But the fuck? Oh, wolves. My good deed for the day. But yeah, on normal difficulty, yeah, rogues can, oh for fuck's sake, I cannot come through here. Rogues can annihilate things, especially when you're looking at, okay, no leather. When you're looking at bosses and things, they can get a bit ridiculous when they start just tearing through them. But even on like higher difficulties, they can. What the fuck? Even higher difficulties, they can be extremely potent when used in the right, you know, the right circumstances, the right area. They can be incredibly powerful. I've only ever played through this one on hard. That's like the hardest one I've done. I've not done Nightmare yet. This is just normal. Like when I did it on hard, it just got really grindy. I found. Like I was just going through it and Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you stealth the rogue, obviously. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here, because I'm sure you know what you're talking about. But, yeah, I mean, stealthing the rogue and then just absolutely tearing down. As soon as you get behind the boss, on normal difficulty with a rogue, who's leveled up, who's leveled up well, and then has, he's invisible, and has all of his weapon stats, everything maxed out. If you go behind the boss when you're stealth like that, you know, you'll just absolutely obliterate wherever you're going up against. There's this one random spider who keeps spawning there. Not sure why. Still here. I fucking hate spiders in this game. Ugh. I fucking hate spiders generally, but yeah, there are lots of different different ways of dealing with things when you've got an assassin in the works. Assassins are generally the most overpowered of the things. Like I'm writing rules for a campaign that I'm doing, role-playing campaign that I'm doing, and I'm trying to make like everyone can be overpowered in their own way, because at the end of the day I can just fiddle with the stats of the enemies to make sure that they don't cleave through them too quickly. The players don't cleave through them too quickly. You can't really do that in a video game, you know? Everyone's got a set amount of HP and stuff. I suppose you could actually.
The wolf Master Dennett's wife warned us about.
Welcome to the Canary rape train. Just keeps doing whirlwinds. Constantly. Awesome.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
You think? Aha.
A demon!
Oh, that demon gone. All the tools. What is it? Lesser tower.
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Good. I will be playing through all of this, by the way, so if you want to watch more of it, then, you know, follow the channel. Well, I'll be back on. I'm not going yet, I'm just, I want to go to Valroyo first and get that out the way. I want to actually progress the story a little bit in this session, rather than just fucking around and the hinterlands for an unforeseeable amount of time. I also want to craft a few things. Because this is literally the stock armor and stock weapon that you get at the start of the game, so... Because as I said, I generally like to go back to the home base to craft things, because I think it's a bit unrealistic that you just do it, you know, in the field, on a bench somewhere. It's like, well, no. So yeah, well, let's try this. Probably gonna get dicked on. Yeah, I'm gonna get dicked on. Definitely. Yeah, definitely gonna get dicked on. Yeah. Wow, it's not even giving a fuck. Wow. Okay. Thing is, there's more coming after this as well, so... Yeah, what level are these? Level 12 and I'm level 5. Yeah, this is not going to work. That's just reload. That was silly of me. Oh, that matters. It's one of those things. Keeps you coming back, doesn't it? So, you know, not that bothered. You'll come back and we will get those guys a bit later on. You've got to come back to Redcliffe anyway for the story, so, you know. Alright. The Denerim, the Ferelden banner, it's supposed to be dogs. I always thought they were lions, but apparently they're dogs. So, you know.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I went and paused it and I was there for about half an hour doing that battle, I think I'd be fine, but, you know, as it is. Alright, one last thing to do here. Holding the hinterlands. I don't think we need to fight anyone for this one. I think we just go right up to it and activate it. And then we can go back to Haven. Get on with the story, maybe build some things. We don't have the Black Emporium yet, so I can't go buy and just buy all of the nice things. The crafting materials and stuff. And what have we got? Yeah, 516 gold, so wouldn't even have the money to. I wish they had like a level 0 plus state. I mean, this is kind of what this is, because I've already got... One thing I didn't realise this game does. I got loads of schematics and loads of really cool weapons and armour in my last playthrough. It remembered each and every one of them and gave me a schematic for them. So I can basically go and make all of my stuff that I had last time. What's the golden nug? Can't remember that. Oh, bollocks is a bear. Die. I think I put about 300 hours into this game. Different playthroughs and stuff. So I got my money's worth. I think my missus is a lot more unforgiving on it than I am. It really disappointed her when it came out. And to some extent it disappointed me. But I don't know whether I've just you know, tapered my expectations back or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, my missus, like, she was really disappointed by it. And you know, I was too in certain aspects, but they got certain aspects really spot on, and there were certain aspects of the game that were just fucking shallow and terrible. But that's just BioWare nowadays, unfortunately. That's just what they're like. I can see you, boy. So don't be running away. Do you mean this was the first Dragon Age game you've actually played? Or the first Dragon Age game you played was way back? If this is the first one you played, then you really want to go back and do Origins. In fact, it makes me want to go back and play it now, just talking about it, to be honest with you. That's one thing Inquisition makes me do, is want to go back and play. That's one thing it's really good at. It makes me want to play Origins again. But as modern day BioWare titles go, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, and I've sort of accepted where BioWare are going. So I take everything they do with a pinch of salt nowadays. I know some of the writing is going to be ultra PC bullshit. I know some of their writers are extremely racist and not very nice people, but you know, I've just come to take it all with a pinch of salt, really. Like, I know we're not going to get an Origins again, and it's a shame, but then again, as long as companies like Obsidian keep churning out gems like Pillars of Eternity, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'd rather BioWare came up with an isometric, you know, old school RPG for me to really get my teeth into. I mean, trust me, if BioWare came out, one second. If BioWare came out and said, hey, we're going to crowdfund, you know, we can't, EA won't give us the money to make this game, but we're going to crowdfund an isometric top-down RPG like Baldur's Gate, I'd be like, sold, you know, straight away. Now, I don't know how well that would go down, like being bandits fighting Rift. Yeah, we're okay for now. We've got lots of power from this place, so we can go back to Haven. Are we going to get a cutscene straight away? Shouldn't do. You shouldn't think. No, we don't. Okay.
Come on, you've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
Didn't all grow up with fancy noble horses, Arnsberg.
Ah, that's the
Ride
golden
whatever
one.
holds you.
Right.
Why are you here with the scouts instead of fobbing around with nobles anyway?
My uncle died at the conclave. I'm a good rider. And, well, I thought I'd be more useful here.
Ah, we'll see.
Think we can have it done by midweek.
That when Thren needs it.
Quartermaster Thren understands that your work can't be rushed, Master Harry.
Fine, fine. Midweek. Tell Thren she owes me.
Let's craft some stuff. Revered defender. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll make one of those. Oh right, I know how to craft things. I know how to craft things, fuck off. That'll do for now. Just do that. Drakestone. Iron. Don't really have a lot to... And silk. I'll do. I'm not going to rename it yet. We'll have... Why not? Cold. Oh, nice.
Looks fine.
Oops. Yeah, I think the necromancy stuff is a bit off. You know, unfortunately. Not a big fan of how they did that. I mean, I get it. You know, it's to scare people, but I don't know. For me, I thought they could have done a lot better with it, to be honest. There we go. Boom. Looking a lot better now. I mean, I like the way that what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I like the way that you know, it works for Dorian. You know, I like that, and I thought it went really well. But I don't know, just sometimes I wish they'd have done a little bit better with the necromancy and all the magical things. There's a lot more that they could have done. Wide great sword. Rip. Let's see what this does. Okay, let's modify that weapon that we just made. Grip. Change the pommel. Nice.
Looks fine.
Looks better than fine, damn it. What do I have now? 68. 156. I tell you what, we should probably upgrade other people as well. Yeah, you can have a mercenary longblade. And reinforced shield. Armor. Defender mail looks pretty cool. Accessories. Okay, who else do we have? Yep, you can have that. We don't have any. No, we don't. I can sell most of this then. The Rift Mage is better, the DPS is trash and the moves cost way too much. The passives to the tree and concept are crazy, but in practice, not very useful. Yeah, are you still talking about the necromancy stuff? Because in that case I agree. Like, it is pretty bullshit in the way that they've done everything with that. Buy, sell. There we go. Sell. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Get rid of that. Okay. Can we dye the armor yet? Or is that not until we get Skyhold? Because in I guess we can't yet. Shocking. Okay. Let's have a word with people. He's just gonna do it with everyone.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
Yeah, I agree. Knight Enchanter is pretty ridiculous.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
You're asking me?
You're not a follower of the Kyun. You could be. I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us. It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the free marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
I actually really like Cassandra. I think she's if you're gonna write a strong female character, that's the way to do it. No flips, just fists, you know? Like, you know. The fact that she's a woman's never brought up, that's what I like about her. She's a Cassandra. You know, when you meet Dorian, the fact that he's gay comes up like nearly every fucking conversation you have with him. His defining characteristic isn't that he's cool because he's Dorian, and I think Dorian's fabulous, I really like him. That's not his defining characteristic though. His defining characteristic, according to Bioware, is that he's gay. It's like, well, you know, because they're so determined to be on this PC, politically correct high horse, you know, that it becomes cheesy and you know, old hat when they bring in gay and trans and other characters. That it just seems so ham-fisted because they're so desperate to get it in there so they can, you know, look how tolerant we are, look, and it's just like, yeah, okay, fuck you. But when they write people like Cassandra, it just shows you they do know how to write these characters. You know, Cassandra's a really empowering female character. She's really cool because the fact that she's a female never comes up. She's just Cassandra and she kicks ass. She's awesome. You know, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with the fact that she has fabulous cheekbones.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line with the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentagousts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentagousts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
So, not on very good terms with your family then?
I do not visit, if that's what you mean. The Pentaghasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarre. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarre, the real Navarre, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
That's what happens with stories that become legends.
I am not a legend, nor was I then. I was a young woman barely out of training. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
You're delightful.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and most holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conflict.
You're delightful. You know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get back to work.
I like the way the Canary flirts with people. He just turns into fucking James Brown. Like, the English dude doesn't do that. The English dude doesn't just go, all the time. Awesome.
Need something?
Carry on.
What's all this about?
Your kind killed the most holy.
Lies. Your kind let her die.
Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
I'm sure I'll be talk to them actually. They might not be there when I have to finish this conversation.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
If the proper authority hadn't completely failed, the Conclave wouldn't have been needed.
So you suggest I blame the Chantry and exalt a murderer? What of justice?
That won't help restore order in the here and now.
Order will never be restored so long as this rebellion is allowed to fester.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Well, let's hope we find solutions, and not a cathedral full of chancellors.
The stuff of nightmares.
Mock, if you will. I'm certain the Maker is less amused.
I like the way he looks in this armor. Like, he looks fucking badass now. Like they said, like, the first armor piece is, like, terrible, but, like, after a while he looks... I mean, I might change it up a little bit, because it looks like he's wearing a skirt every now and again, but...
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Awful things happen every day. Get used to it.
Get used to being a pawn? To be discarded when the Maker's done with you?
No,
The Chantry
when I'm
teaches
done with
that
you.
the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
People are killed all the time.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
This has nothing to do with me.
You're right. I shouldn't have let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Yeah, he would not be bothered about speaking to her about her fucking, religion problems.
So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports.
What?
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Glad to see traitors are dealt with quickly.
We must do whatever it takes to protect our interests. I am pleased that you agree.
I have no tolerance for traitors.
You take a harsh view, but I suppose that is the way in these troubled times. We will make the Inquisition a force to fear. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
I'm ecstatic, Liliana. Thanks.
I will keep the peace, while you and the others appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
Can we just murder him?
My Creator, judge me whole. Find me well, my Creator, judge me whole.
Research in the nave wishes to
Find me
verify
well
that the
within
infections
your
have
grace.
decreased in number.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Adar, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims.
Haven is the d'Aurelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Selene officially acknowledged your possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with the King of Ferelden on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
His Grace was all bluster then.
Even should he leave, the Marquis will share his thoughts on us upon his return to Val Royeaux. Every guest we receive, and we will receive them, will spread the Inquisition's story. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
I'm quite... Like, normally like, when I do a character, like, choosing who they're going to end up with is quite a big part of what you do in a BioWare game. If you do it at all. So normally I'm quite careful who, you know, he advances a romance with, but I think in this one I'm just going to go for it with every single one and see what happens.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
If every noble wandering by is as stubborn as the Marquis, what good is it talking to them?
Every kingdom is subject to its lords. The Inquisition will require their goodwill to survive. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done. What may I do for you?
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker, Pentagast, and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Cool.
We will study that.
Let's do this. Oh, I don't like his clothes. Yeah, we want military. Yeah, we want more XP, that'd be great. So look over here. Don't want the storm closed yet. We can get the Black Emporium. Build watchtowers, we want that. Okay.
To work?
Ooh, contact the Valocast mercenaries. I work for them. Adar, I heard you were dead, and then a prisoner, and then maybe you fell out of the fade and landed on your head and forgot who you were. Seriously, stop that. We still haven't been paid. Some of our kith made it out of that giant shithole full of demons after the explosion. The rest are dead or missing. I don't know how many were rounded up by angry humans. If you're not dead and you remember who you are, help me find our brothers and sisters. Shock Rakar. P.S. If you got who you are, I'll remind you, your name is Adar Yovashoth. You didn't get paid for being blown up. P.P.S. If you're dead, disregard this message. Right. That's really funny. The nobles are king.
see what we have.
Yeah, get my boys out of there. And then you can do the nobleman's concerns. Your Inquisition says it's forward against chaos. I'll read that next time. I'm not going to use the thingy for it. No, okay. So we need Liliana for that one. I like the way that it words certain things, you know. 4 to 7, we're level 6. So yeah, I guess we're on track for that.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
Well, to be fair, you've never seen me play Inquisition, and I thought that it was too temperamental to go after everyone, because you can really easily shut off other romance paths by doing that. But in this one, I don't care. So.
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
I've got to change his appearance. His casual clothes. Alright, let's get down there. I think he's going to end up with Iron Bull, you know. That's going to be so funny. I think that's the one I'm going for, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go for all of them, see what happens. Either Iron Bull or Josephine. Well, one that I haven't done before.
The city still mourns.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then. They wish to protect the people? From us?
Can I talk to you, please?
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
He does look pretty bestial like this, doesn't he? Meeting the low door frame. And his head suddenly weighs too much. What the fuck? And unrelated headache. I thought it was unfortunate here.
royaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, a wicked Kunari sent to subvert the Maker's word.
It really does work a lot better when he's a Canary, isn't it? I mean, even the woman who was who like nearly fainted when he walked into the city. Like, when you're a normal human and you're quite, you're a handsome dude and you're walking through, she'd be like, oh, look at that guy. She wouldn't like nearly faint out of horror, but this really works. I'm loving this.
Enough! I will not listen to these self-serving lies. We came here to talk.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Still yourself. She is beneath us. Was that display supposed to impress me? On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine. What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach. Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Well, there's only like 10 of them, so...
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Fortunately, the Templars aren't our only hope.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Alright, I think that's going to be me for tonight. Long session, but yeah, good. I'll be back on tomorrow. Well, we'll be playing more Dragon Age Inquisition. If you liked what you saw today or want to see more of it, then go ahead and subscribe or, follow the channel. And if you want to see previous parts in this series, and there were 2, go ahead and subscribe to Tribal N7 on YouTube. Link should be in the Twitch channel. And yeah, so thanks for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a really lovely evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.